Hey, this is Gordy back with some more 2K. We're about to play the last game of the season. Not the most successful season we've ever had, but what are you gonna do?
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Oh, okay, fine. We'll hear him talk.
Hi there, folks. Ernie Johnson here, aided once again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to be together again as the NBA regular season wraps up and playoff fever is starting to set in. Are you feeling it, Kenny?
Oh, I feel that playoff fever.
Yes, we do.
Hey,
not for
we
us.
don't have to pay for this song. Why? Because I made it up in my head.
I'm the backhand guy.
Yeah.
Tonight, it'll be the New Orleans Pelicans up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, they've yet to win against this squad this season. 2 games, 2 losses. We'll see if their luck changes tonight. 81 games down, only 1 left to go. Shaq, I got to tell you, feels like the regular season flew by. What's your take?
You know, I feel like the game changes every year, Ernie. More athleticism, more three-point shooting. High motion offenses are in fashion right now.
You know what? It's been a great season, guys. You know, some incredible plays.
No, not for us.
But now we start the playoffs,
Yeah.
and that's what I'm talking about, baby.
Yeah.
This is where the rubber hits the road in terms of promising becoming reality.
Oh, that's so well put. I
Well, that's
cannot
next
wait.
year,
Let's go to
for
Kevin
sure.
Harlan. He's courtside.
Okay.
The crowd is assembled here at the Target Center in Minneapolis.
This is Kevin Garnett's last game.
To have a victory
See if
here on
he
their
can
home floor.
get
And
one
we've
off.
got it for you live, right
Actually
here
got a couple
on
of scores
2K
now, so that's pretty good.
The Pelicans coming to town, hoping to notch one here in this one-game road trip. They are a 6th-place team right now, definitely in contention moving down the stretch.
And I think for New Orleans, they've had a tremendous year. There were a lot of people waiting for them to take that tumble late in the season. Well, those people might be waiting for a little while longer.
I agree. I mean, it's clear they're not going anywhere. I mean, this is not a team that any opponent can take lightly come playoff time.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for New Orleans right now, Holiday and Evans comprise the backcourt. Anderson is out there with Davis, and it's a Jinsa in at the 5. And Towns drops them both.
I need to. There we go. Need to make sure Rubio's guarding the off guard because he's taller.
Against the Rockets in the last game they
Oh,
played.
well done.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to
Trying to
be.
get Garnett some points.
Now here is Holiday after the miss from Kevin Garnett. And Tyreek Evans is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans on D. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for
Bad
that
pass.
one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater. And looking at Drew Holiday, there's one thing he can
Blocked.
do to
Good
really
Lord.
improve his game.
All right, we just need to
Something
warm up a
that
little
would,
bit.
for the first time in a full season, help get his field goal percentage up over 45%. And that's just to get to the rim more often, attack off the dribble.
And Minnesota has possession following the score by New Orleans. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose, the D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now, here's Rubio. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Garnett kicks to Wiggins. No good, unable to end this run. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And what do you guys think?
Since it's double stats, I wonder what happens if you do you foul out at 3?
And it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Before getting dinged up, Ryan Anderson was rolling. I mean, over the first few seasons of his career, improved in efficiency in all areas. Then he had the back injury, and last season his shooting percentages really went south.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Evans kicks to Davis. Evans outside. Got a piece of it. Just 4 to shoot. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And Wiggins throws it down.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. 6-point game. And getting back to Ryan Anderson, in 2012, he won the NBA's Most Improved Player Award. Then, in the summer of that year, he landed an enormous contract in a sign and trade.
Yeah, and that's the good Ryan Anderson. If he can stay healthy, he's a tremendous asset, and he isn't just a shooter. He can get it done on the back.
That was a sick move.
And just solid play out of them that time.
Pelicans leading by 6. To the middle, here's Davis. Yes,
yeah.
And it's Holiday with the assist that time. Davis has got his second bucket of the night.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Now here's Garnett. Had a tough time getting anything going against the Rockets. He was a non-factor.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Count the bucket. Agins has got his first bucket of the night.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Holiday with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Holiday dishes to Evans. Davis with a screen on Wiggins, and that's Evans penetrating. He used that pick to get in close.
The second he got around the pick and shook his
man.
It was straight to the bucket.
We need to catch up.
Very, very well done.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
There we go.
And how about the agility coming from the big man? I mean, that's not something we often see from him.
You know, it's never going to be, Greg, a 360 dunk when he goes up with it, but it will be 2 points. We do know that.
You know, you can sacrifice a little athleticism when you've got the size he does.
Here is Anderson following the score by Kevin Garnett. Here's Evans. The kick out to Anderson. Passes it to Davis. Holiday goes in. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass.
Damn.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. The Pelicans also changing it up. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Gordon comes in for Tyreek Evans. And it's Smith in for Drew
Shouldn't have made that.
Pelicans leading by 6. Screen by Ashe. The drive by Smith. Here's Davis. It's blocked. Here's Douglas.
Yeah.
Finished off the break.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here is Smith. He averages about 5 points a game. Gordon kicks to Ashe, and down it goes.
I probably shouldn't have had Belk help off there.
Very
That's all right.
fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's Smith after the basket by Minnesota.
So we're actually playing pretty damn small right
30
now.
seconds left in the first. Davis with a screen on Douglas. Smith kicks to Gordon. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession.
He's playing aggressive. Can't blame him.
Perkins, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Out to Smith. Shot clock at 5. From 10 feet out. Got a hand on it. And now
there we go.
Court, Stevenson pushing it up. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Timberwolves have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He misses the free throw.
Ooh, he sucks. Free throws, Jesus.
And he sinks the second. Here's Smith. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Tipped away. Douglas with the steal. Banked in off the glass.
Never making it back close again.
Is in a rhythm right now. Incredible stuff here early on.
Both teams playing downhill. You know, coaches say that all the time. You want to play downhill. Well, at some point you think somebody's got to cool off in this one, right?
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Pelicans lead by 1. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is great.
A lot of face-up, you know, like you do.
So they have this pattern in this game, but in a couple years they're going to still talk about, like in 10 years they're still going to talk about how Anthony Davis is a rising star. I wish it was more modular. I don't know.
A lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their career.
I guess that would be a lot of programming.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through 1.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans. Norris Cole.
There we go. We got the lead back. Or I don't even know if we ever had it. We have the lead.
And it's Perkins
Good.
at the 5, roaming the paint. Gordon for 3.
Can't lose KG's last game.
Rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every
Oh, that's
time.
dirty.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Very strong start to the career last year of Andrew Wiggins out of Kansas. Just 1 year with the Jazz.
There's another.
Came out strong early on, and Clarkie never slowed down.
Yeah, found his stride early and just kept strutting his stuff right to the tune of Rookie of the Year.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas.
Damn.
They've had it going on. Big
Tried to go
time.
3 in a row on the break.
Momentum
Didn't
for
work
them
out.
offensively.
Too many dudes.
From the baseline, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Gordon's got his first points in this one. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Sanders. The shot, no good. And New Orleans
Trying to play
come the other
fast.
way. Their last encounter was in New Orleans.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Yeah, and when you think about it, Greg, there was some really sloppy basketball being played by them, and they recognized
backcourt
that had they played a cleaner game, they
is
could have
just
gotten
sick.
a win.
We got 3 really fast guards.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Andrew Wiggins showed that he's going to be a big-time player in this league, Clark, for a long time.
And we knew Wiggins could attack the basket and create his own shot, Kevin, but I think many, and I'm included in this, were surprised at how good his jumper looks this early in his career. I mean, it's pretty reliable right now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Towns comes in for Sanders. And it's Garnett in for Andrew Wiggins. Inside, it's deflected. It's
Good
stolen
play.
by Garnett. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Rubio. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Davis. And
Rubio
here
can't
we go,
finish.
Evans, no one back. And the shot is good. Evans has got 6 points.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Towns.
And with Wiggins' game, he has a nice jumper for a player his age. As he grows in the league, he'll become more and more comfortable shooting from deep. He'll be nearly impossible to guard when he adds a consistent three-point shot. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Davis sets a screen, and that's Evans penetrating.
Oh, just broken.
Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Evans has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you know, with Wiggins, it just isn't all about his ability to score.
Okay,
Showed a
I got
real
you.
knack for making
Let's
the
pass it.
unselfish
Let's get
play,
through
too.
this. Let's get through this little.
Understands how to work as a unit to create shots and gets to the right spot on the floor. His
Close game
potential
so
is
far.
Unlimited.
Some
Got our
changes
second
for
unit in.
Minnesota. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Bielitsa. Shabazz Muhammad
Who?
comes in for
Can't
Kyle
dribble.
Lowry. And Tony Douglas is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
A good matchup here. Towns
Well,
versus
Anthony Towns didn't
Davis.
come into the previous year as the most highly touted prospect, Clark, but his play last year at Kentucky would change that.
No question about it. People knew he was going to be good, Kevin, but few saw him being this good. He showed he could do a little bit of everything as a Kentucky big.
And guys, with Towns, he is so valuable in every aspect of the game. Really great at both ends of the floor. His defense is as strong as it gets for a first-year player.
And Holiday kicks to Davis. He feeds it to Ajinça. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point
That's the worst kind of
play.
and one right there. Oh, man.
It's on Kevin Garnett.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Ish Smith, he's checked in for New Orleans. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far.
And perhaps the biggest plus about Towns is his upside. I mean, he's shown that he can make big strides in his level of play. Already good.
I can get a comment on that.
And can play either post spot too.
Smith the pass to Davis. Nice move, and that's going to be a travel.
That was a foul. That was not a travel. Holy shit.
And guys, they look to set it up in the half court.
And that's where the struggles have been. In the half court, Kevin. They just have not been able to execute.
Well, that's when you got
Getting some home court calls here.
And try to get out in the open floor. Oftentimes,
Just trying to get
you can develop your rhythm
Towns in
offensively
the
when you
offense
get
here.
easy baskets.
Here's Muhammad. Hits it from
Dang.
point range. Muhammad's got the lead up to 3 now for the Timberwolves.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And Holiday, here we go.
Oh,
And it's out of bounds.
big block by
And
KG.
They say last touch by Garnett. .137 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Davis.
Oh, man. Defense is locking it up.
Now the fast break. Stevenson with the ball from 13, and Muhammad gets it to go. And it's a
what a weird
5-point
shot.
Minnesota lead. And the
Dude,
coach
Muhammad
will
is
give
hot
us the
tonight.
hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
And finish
I
off
should let the
by
AI take that one.
Solid on
Good
the
Lord.
one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Here's Towns. Comes up empty down low.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And here's Anderson for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with
Tied
the
up.
assist that time.
It's a competitive game.
Anderson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
No defense.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. 30 seconds left to play here in the
Give me all that space. It's Muhammad we're talking about. He's going to take that shot.
New Orleans gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. They get a hand on it. Here's Towns and Davis.
Man, he gets blocked a lot.
Smith drives in. Garnett with the block. Three from Stevenson.
Oh, that was such a Stevenson play. Oh my God.
Especially on the three-pointer. I mean, you have to
end of the half. Just jacks it up just to get the free throws, even though he can't shoot free throws.
And he hits the first of 3. No good on the second free throw. But he gets it back.
And the rebound came right to him. Oh, he did that to pad his stats. Oh, fucking like Ricky Davis. All right, well, we'll come back with the second half in the next episode, all right? Later.